Now that stage is backpack technology. The newsroom can be powered with only a car battery from any location around the world. The multimedia content produced by Presto News is edited and broadcast from on location. Presto News can report live, breaking, and developing news stories at a fraction of the cost that accompany a controlled broadcast. Now, the news. Presto News represents battle-tested photojournalists who produce finished multimedia news stories while reporting live, breaking, and developing news out in the field. Our package products are sold to broadcast stations, magazines, and newspapers from around the world. The Presto Newsroom can run off a car battery. No generators needed nor coffee makers found. Now to our first story from Karbala, Iraq. 9 suicide bombers detonate as mortar rounds and grenades explode simultaneously. The day is known as the Ashura massacre. The attacks killed over 178 and injured over 500 Iraqi Shia, who were celebrating the Day of Ashura at their holiest shrine in Karbala, Iraq. The Quilters of Gee's Bend, Alabama produce miraculous works of American art. These quilt makers have exhibited their quilts in museums across America. Luther King come to Gee's Bend.
Now that, of course, you have to act him. You can't act it because he's dead.
Right.
But I say, for to get the right to vote, because at that time we didn't have the right to vote. And we had paid a great price for it. Some people got killed. We got plenty of tear gas thrown on us over there from Camden. But that didn't stop us. We still went and got in the march again. King said go get in the march regardless of what happened. We sung and we prayed and we marched.
I saw your truck come by there and I thought, that was Boone. He knows something to it.
So,
did it change? Of course it changed, for the right
very
to vote.
little. We did, but I want to tell you one thing. We paid a great price to get the right to vote. You know, marching downtown down in Camden, you get locked up. Not only would you lock up the old people, they locked up the young children too. The young children got in jail downtown, and they got all the old people and put them in, took the prison out the prison place in Camden. Put the old folks in there. They had to sleep on the floor, put the bed down. But they made it.
What about at Gee's Bend after the...
What do you mean by
Did
that?
people come down to Gee's Bend to try to stir things up after the marches and stuff?
Every now and then somebody will come.
It's a pretty remote area. Were there ferries then from Camden to Gee's Bend in the 60s?
It was a ferry down there, but when we went to trying to get the right for vote, they took that thing and took it on, kept it back for 40 years or 41 or something like that.
So the ferry service stopped after you won the right to vote?
Guess the why it stopped. Yes, it did. Didn't want those niggas in Camden. That's what they said. So 40 or 41.
Just started.
I know it was a long time.
I don't know. Get them out, that's your tongue.
But I remember when my brother used to wash my face in that old river. Now they finally started back, thank the Lord.
How long have you been quilting?
I told you I started quilting when I was 12 years old, and that's been 70-something years.
Do you have a favorite quilt style?
Well, some I like to make better than I do the other. House top, I could make that block quicker than I could at either one or the other. So I just, sometimes my mind be on one, I'm starting on one, I put that aside and start on another block. These girls know what I do. Yeah, we was marching down to Camden singing that too. That joker went to shooting that tear gas. Freedom. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom. Over me. And before my granddaddy was one, but I sure don't want to be one. He told me, he told all his grandchildren. He only had one pair of shoes a year. And if he wear them out, he didn't get no more. He never liked to wear shoes. He might keep on a pair of shoes 2 hours. Care how cold it was. My granddad had to put his big feet on the floor. Sometimes with a pair of socks on there, snow on the ground, he wouldn't wear no shoes. Freedom. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom over me. And before my granddaddy was one, but I sure don't want to be one.
Freedom of information during the first 36 hours of a disaster or breaking news story matters if the job at hand is to improve the rational and moral decision-making process of a free and democratic society. Without press freedoms, there is no accountability or historical record of genocide, ethnic cleansing campaigns, or global mass starvation. A free press stands united for the freedoms of expression through any media, regardless of frontiers.